Dirk, a lot of people around the world ask themselves how a small kid from a small town in Germany becomes an NBA All-Star. So that's the first question I have for you.
Well, that's what I asked myself. I don't know. I mean, there was a lot of luck involved, I guess. Meeting the right person at the right time and then just being at the right spot in the right time. And actually coming in a great situation with Dallas, with the Nelsons as the coach, and it's just everything fit well together, and I was a pretty lucky guy.
Is it fair to say this is a dream come true for you, to be playing in the NBA, not only playing, but being a top player?
Oh, for sure. I mean, first of all, I'm not a top player, but I mean, of course, I was dreaming since I'm 13, 14. I'm a huge NBA fan, and I knew every player, and of course, this is one of my biggest dreams. And actually, last year when I made the All-Star team, that was one of my biggest moments because I was always watching it every year. And to be a part of that one time was actually one goal of mine. I already made that with 23, so it's amazing how fast everything went so far, and I'm just enjoying the ride right now.
You say you're not a top player. I tend to disagree. You were just voted Player of the Week, definitely an All-Star this year as well. How do you deal with your superstar status now here, not only in Germany, but in the United States now as well?
Well, it's weird because I don't see myself as a superstar. I still see myself as a 24-year-old kid who's having fun out there and just doing the things that he loves to do, and that's playing basketball.
You're one of 68 international players in the NBA, according to the league. There's more and more players coming from other countries. What do you think international players bring to the NBA, and why do you think each year there are more and more?
Well, I think you just got to see that the basketball around the world is getting better and better, and I think you could see that in the World Championship this year. There's a lot of great talents out there in the world, and not only the U.S. can play basketball. And you know, with the U.S. losing for the first time, and I mean, it was amazing. All of a sudden, teams like Argentina, I never knew that Argentina played basketball, so it's actually fun to watch, and you know, it just shows that the rest of the world is catching up with the U.S. and basketball is getting global.
A lot of people say that the level of skill of European players is many times higher than the American players, that here they concentrate too much on the power game. What do you think about that?
I think that's true. I mean, if you watch all the big guys that come over, they can move, they can shoot, and they're just, I don't know where it comes from, but they're just better skilled, it seems like, and I think that's where nowadays the basketball is going to. I mean, you don't really have too many dominating fives anymore like Shaq. I mean, he's pretty much the only one. Other than that, it's going more to the outside finesse players, because now with the zone defense too, as a five, you got to be able to make a shot from 16, 17 feet, and I mean, I think that's where the basketball is going to.
Like being 7 feet, you could easily play as a center, but a lot of times you play as a small forward or power forward. How does a guy who's 7 foot pull up and drain three-pointers on a fast break? How did that style come about?
You know, it's all about confidence. I mean, I wasn't doing that my first 2 years. It just builds. I mean, and you know, the Nelsons have really been really supportive of me, and that's my game. I mean, they give me a lot of freedom. I don't think any other coaches would let me do that. Just dribble up and cast one up there in fast break. So, I mean, I give a lot of credit to the Nelsons because they love the up and down style, and I fit in there really well. And it's just fun to play for them because, like I said, all the players have the freedoms to do whatever they want.
You've come a long way, maybe longer than you even dreamed of when you were a little kid, but obviously you're here now, you're looking ahead instead of back. What goals do you have still for yourself as a player and, of course, as a team?
Well, I don't really have individual goals. I mean, my goal is a team goal, and that's ultimately win an NBA championship. And I think we have the right tools in Dallas, and we have a great team, the right organization, and everything, the whole surrounding fits now with the new gym, and the fans are there now. So I think we should be pretty close. Maybe this year, maybe in the next couple of years. So we'll see. But ultimately, that's one of my biggest goals, and we'll see how it works.
What a fantastic player there, Dirk.